As investors, we're often drawn to the areas where every metric is shooting through the roof, but sometimes the best long-term performers aren't screaming their value, they quietly whisper their potential. Hey, I'm Pranav, the data scientist here at PropWealth, and my job is to cut through the noise and show you how we analyze suburbs and councils and find value across Australia. Today, we're going to step just outside Hobart in the suburb of Cambridge. Now, at first glance, it tells you a bit of a mixed story. Some metrics are going up, some are dropping. Is it just bogus volatility, or is it really hidden transformation? Cambridge's median house price currently sits at 870k, but when you compare it to the peak of 955k in 2023, it's a significant $85,000 decrease. So is the market collapsing? Well, days on market has dropped from 43 to 23 days, meaning confident buyers and tight competition. At the same time, most rental metrics remain steady. A rental yield of 3.4% and median rent price of $570 per month have remained steady, which means accounting for Australia's volatile market over the last few years, this underlines a market that's stable and confident. But here's where it gets really interesting. Cambridge ranks in the top 10% nationally by its socioeconomic rating, and that measures across education, household income, and employability. At the same time, PropWealth's personal matrices of investor scores that measure everything from demand pressures to owner-occupied ratios, they all place Cambridge within the top 70 to 100 percentile. All of this together shows me a demographic that's built not just to last the downturns, but it often leads the wave for the next upturn. Now, since we do have some varying trends, we want to do some further research and get a more holistic view of the location. For Cambridge, with further research, we find that much of the location is actually zoned off for agricultural or rural use and for conservation. What does that mean? Well, there's limited land for new housing, further reinforcing the tight supply dynamics we have seen from previous data points. At the same time, inventory has dropped from 2.9 to 2.8 months, and active listing has dropped by 28%. That's a significant amount. And when you combine that with consistent rental vacancies of under 1%, we find Cambridge as one of the highest leasing markets across Tasmania. That's a clear sign of sustained tenant demand. Plus, when you mass analyze several suburbs across Australia, that means suburbs with high income but low churn and tight supply pressure, we see that they often outperform the headline metrics. So, what's Cambridge? Well, it's not soft, it's not cheap, but it's consistent and it's effective. And that just might be where the compounding value lies. So to wrap it all up, Cambridge gets a proper investor score of 70 out of 100. Once again, that is a very strong number, reflecting its good fundamentals, low volatility, and clear long-term upside if you are willing to play the long, quiet game. So if you're not looking for the next Boomtown, but you want a suburb that's going to give you the same thing year in and year out, Cambridge just might be worth watching for.